Hello everyone and welcome back to the Belgian Beer Brothers channel. Cedric here in Antwerp on the 2nd of December. This means day 2 of Advent Calendar Frenzy. Yeah, I think do as yesterday. Let's start with Van Steenberge number 2. Let's find out what it is. First let's find it and then try and pry it out. Okay. Oh, I can feel the weight of all the other bottles pushing down on it. Huh. Ooh, here's one I haven't had before. Monk's Café Grand Cru Flemish Sour Ale, product of Belgium. 5.5%. Okay, again, starting off light. Monk's Café Grand Cru is top fermented beer aged on the tank. A Flemish sour ale, Monk's Café Grand Cru is a blend of aged and freshly brewed triple ales. So apparently they do have a description in 3 languages, but if you speak all 3 languages, you quickly notice that they don't say the same. So Monk's Café Grand Cru is een bovengistend bier gerijpt op de tank, which translates to Monk's Café Grand Cru is a top fermented beer aged on the tank. But then in English it says Flemish sour ale, Monk's Café Grand Cru is a blend of aged and freshly brewed triple ales. And in French it says Monk's Café Grand Cru est une bière fermentée vieillie en cuvée. So translates to Monk's Café Grand Cru is a beer fermented and aged in blend. Very weird. Ingredients: water, barley malt, sugar, hop and yeast. Pretty much the same as yesterday. And that is what they give us. Okay, but a 5.5% Flemish sour ale. Got my attention. Sounds good. That has a very nice deep brown color. It's like caramel brown, or I'd say amber brown, reddish brown. And some nice dark beige, or at least beige foam. Nice head of foam. Quite highly carbonated, a bit more than I expected from a sour ale. But that doesn't have to mean anything. I absolutely don't mind. Now I would have expected some lactic acid, some mellow sourness, but this smells rather sharp. So in the nose it's quite sharp, it's quite acidic. And there are like 3 kinds of acids in beer, commonly known, and that's lactic acid, citric acid, and vinegar. And this has more of those latter 2. So a bit of citric, a bit of lemony acidity, and a bit of vinegar. Also a slight sweetness. I don't know if it's from the fermentation or it's a bit sugared, but again, nothing wrong with that either. Looks nice, smells nice. Well, actually, it looks great, smells rather nice. Let's have a taste. Cheers. Well, the Grand Cru part sounds very good, but I do get the idea that this beer is, I'm not gonna say it's bad at all, but I would call this rather, how should I say this, generic. I get a bit of 13 a dozen feeling when drinking this, because it tastes like a lot of commercial Flemish red browns or red ales, or so it's quite sweet, a bit acidic. It's, don't get me wrong, it's pleasant. And it is very accessible, it is very drinkable, but I wouldn't necessarily order a second one. It also has a bit of bitterness in the back of the throat, so a bit of hoppiness. Yeah, don't get me wrong, it is a very nice beer. It's just a bit generic, that's all. I think if you would put this in a lineup with a bunch of generic commercial sour ales or red browns or that, I wouldn't be able to pick it out. Whereas, for example, the Omer van der Ginste red brown or Duchesse de Bourgogne, those are rather typical, or Rodenbach Grand Cru, for example. But yeah, I think this is a nice, decent gateway beer if you want to get into that style, but you don't really want to jump into the acidic varieties yet. Even though I would like this a bit less sweet and a bit less aggressive, so a bit mellower. But then we're creating another beer, of course. And the aftertaste is practically non-existent. Okay, over to the verdict. I guess I'm not gonna fail this beer, because it's not bad, not nearly bad enough to fail it, but I think I'm gonna give this a rounded 3. Yeah, because it's nice, it's okay, but there's really nothing peculiar about it. Okay, that all being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments. If you have any questions or remarks, same thing goes. And if you want to see more, subscribe and hit the bell icon. And I will see you guys again in about an hour with the next Advent calendar. Cheers!